The heck?
If I had straws, I'd be drinking these both.
Here.
3 years. I actually checked when we were editing stuff and like going over. It's been 3 years.
Oh my God.
2023 was our last podcast upload to Apple Podcasts, and yeah,
Really?
3 years.
Oh my gosh.
It's crazy.
I was a baby. I mean,
It's crazy.
granted, still compared to other people, but I was 23.
That's crazy.
We
I was
were.
26. I wasn't a baby, but
That's crazy.
I was already
26.
old. I was already reaching retirement.
That's okay. Every year brings you something different that you learn. At least I think so. I'm a firm believer in that.
I feel like right now I am at a point where I could just not relax, but like I can enjoy life. That's why I'm making these transitions in life that I'm about to make, so I can properly enjoy my life. And now that I'm on the right track, I just feel everything just like snowballing, but not down. Like everything's going up. If that makes sense.
We don't
I know you
go.
can't do that.
No. I understand what you're saying. We don't go backwards. We go forwards. I get you. I get the momentum.
I'm excited.
I'm for it.
I'm excited.
Well, all right, y'all. Let's get into the thick of this. Okay.
Oh my God, there's one person. Hi.
Hey y'all. Hey y'all.
You can tell we don't have friends. Like one friend. Hey, friend. We're not even drunk yet, so let's go.
Listen, we having a good time, okay? Relaunch. This is the authentic version of us.
Yeah.
Motherhood.
So
life.
Before we get into everything, let me tell you the real reason why I wanted to do this.
Oh yeah, tell me.
Because we did it before when at the time we were in probably like the craziest situations of our life, and we still figured out a way to do it, a way to try to do it. And I felt like now we're in a better place in life.
Yes.
But we're also a lot busier in life. Our kids are getting older, and just like how I told you with Heaven, like you're doing Girl Scouts because that means we can hang out every other week. So you're doing Girl Scouts whether you want to or really not.
Mother bonding time.
Yes, and so we're doing this whether she wants to or not. So that's why it literally just solidifies us sitting down, hanging out, getting wine. Kenny and Vincent both respect it. They're like, all right, this is what they're about to do. So they got off easy this weekend. Nobody got the kids. They don't have them kids.
Mm-hmm.
But if we need y'all to get them kids, y'all can get them kids.
That part.
So please. But
she said please. You gonna get them kids.
But yeah, so it's just like this is Brandy and Talia.
Agreed.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to do it.
I'm excited, y'all. So as we dive back in,
3 years. All right, so tell everybody what's been going on. I know what's been going on the last 3 years because I'm always in your business, but everybody else
in every bit of it, and that's okay.
So she left-handed now. It's crazy.
Well, if I'm gonna give an update on my life and how things are going, the first thing I would start with is your girl is engaged. I'm about to be this man's whole wife. He ain't going nowhere.
So let me tell you, it was Thanksgiving. When I tell you Thanksgiving it was probably one of the most hectic, happiest Thanksgivings that I've had in a long time. It was at my house, which we rarely, we don't. No. We have not hosted anything at our house in a long time.
That's true.
So we had everybody at our house. Like his family all came to our house, which we never do. And Vincent called me at night. I was kicking everybody out. I was like, you don't gotta go home, but there's a door. And so he called me, and I was like, why is he FaceTiming me? This man never FaceTimes. Like, I know we're friends, but he never FaceTimes me. So he FaceTimed me, and he just shows me the ring, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting married. Shut up. Why would you do this to me? I literally started bawling my eyes out. And Kenny's like, oh my God, what's wrong? What's wrong? I was like, it's Vincent. He's like, what happened to Vincent? I was like, no, Kenny, no. And then Kenny took the phone and blah, blah, blah.
So. Oh my gosh. So backstory on that. I did not know. I didn't have a clue at all. So let me give you a quick little run through of how it went. we recently went to New York for Christmas this year to see my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law. And I didn't catch on to the fact that he wanted to bring Naomi's backpack. She's a Spider-Man backpack. We're obsessed with Spider-Man. We're a Spider-Man family. And I didn't catch on because, we got extra things we're trying to minimize. We're trying to, bring our wallets, stuff like that. Did not catch on the entire time. That's where he had the ring. Me being oblivious, we're trying to get on the plane and stuff. I'm not paying attention. But I think the part that is funny to me is, and I won't go too far into detail, when we got there, I was very upset with him. I don't remember what it was.
I don't remember what it is either, but I was like, oh, I remember it. And I'm not going to put your business out there for them people, but it was because.
Yeah! I'm sorry, y'all.
But that's why he was mad. And when you was mad, I'm sitting here in Florida and I'm like, how do I talk her off this ledge? How do I tell her chill out? Like I said, Kitty, how do I tell her stop being a B word because she's about to get proposed to? I can't do that. But she's crazy right now. So,
truthfully, I remember your words being, because I was sitting in his sister's car when I called her. Because we all have those friends, let's be honest, that we called a like, girl, did you hear what this fool said? That type of stuff. And she was really calm. And normally she's really good at devil's advocate. I'll give you that hands down. You're very good at saying like, Talia, you're being unreasonable or not being unreasonable, whatever the case is. And she did it a real good job, y'all. Okay, like when I say a really good job, she was like, "See, maybe you just need to take a deep breath and just."
I'm not that friend. That's her. She's that. She's the. Maybe just calm down. Everything's gonna be okay. I'm like, bitch, where his mama
at? Truthfully. So we flipped, and I'm like, why is she so calm? Okay, you know what? Maybe she's just channeling a little bit of me. Let me channel that too. Thank God for it. Then skip forward to Christmas Day.
Christmas morning.
I had this cute outfit. It was red and it said Santa Baby. I'm a sucker for Christmas. Anybody that knows me, I love Christmas. Okay, Christmas is my holiday. Everybody has their holiday. Christmas is mine. It means a lot to me, not just for me, but for my kids, for my spouse. I love even my dog, y'all. Okay, like
yes, your doorbell.
Listen. Oh yes, yes. There was a year that my doorbell, when you would ring it, it was literally jingle bells. But yes, I'm not extra. So Christmas Day, we're sitting in the living room, and I was holding my niece. God, she's so stinking cute. And I'm just in my own little world. And then her dad came to get her. So then I'm on my laptop, trying to get a little journaling in. Again, oblivious to what is really about to happen.
Always working.
Literally, I'm always working. There isn't a point where I'm not. And he comes in. I'm like, oh, okay, he's going to come sit on the couch with me. That's so sweet. Nope. Gets down on one knee. And I'm like, what is going on? He starts crying. I'm like, why are you crying? What happened?
Oh my God, he's always crying in those
what
moments.
happened? And then obviously he professes his love to me. And for other people, which not gonna put my business out, but a lot of people didn't understand that. Like I did have some family that were watching. Let's not bring it up too much because she's still saucy about the fact that she was not one of them on the phone.
I wanted to die. I was done with life. I was so.
She was really mad. Okay, which granted, I understand. Best friend, of course.
But I think for me, it was a moment for me because I'm very spoiled. I'm very much a brat. It was to be like, all right, it's not about you. it's not your moment. You just need to be happy for her. And so I had to swallow it. I had to just eat it and be like, it's not about you. And I think the fact that he did call me and show me the ring, I don't know if he called them other people and showed them other people. And if he did, that's not my business and they don't need to tell me that.
Oh,
but he did call me when he was about to do it. And so I think that was nice too because I knew about that part. So.
I don't know. I don't think. Well, I think he might have showed, like he showed Edwin's mom.
Okay, I'll take her.
And them, but I don't think anybody else. But like the actual day of him proposing, my stepmom, my dad, my cousins, my aunt, my uncle, my sister, They were all on the phone call.
What about me?
Oh my God,
What
this
about
crazy
me?
chick.
What about me?
They were all on the phone, as well as my in-laws and my husband's aunt was there. My mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, they were all there. My nieces on my husband's side, they were there. It was a very special moment. It's words that I hold very sacred. I still replay that moment in my head. They say you have your 7 seconds that will play in your head when you pass. That's one of those moments for me because
I never heard that, but that's cute.
oh my gosh, we'll definitely have to talk about it. It's very interesting. Psychology major, that's why y'all. But that was one of those moments for me. I still replay that moment every single day in my head because of the words that were said. And I think it was also like a surreal moment for me because it's something that I've always wanted, but I wanted it to be a partner that respected me, loves me, cares for
I
me.
know that's right.
And, you know, truth be told, one that my dad would be okay with giving my hand away in marriage. Now, some people are not like that. Some people are not old school, but I am old school in that sense.
I give you away.
That just saying nothing. Yes, she would. He did give his blessing, and that meant a lot to me. Truthfully. So yes, engaged to be this man's wife. Cannot wait to be Mrs. Johnson Lopez because Mrs. I've grown closer in my spiritual journey with God. Um, Everyone's spiritual journey is different, but for me, I identify as a spiritual woman, meaning I do believe in God. I do believe in the devil. Some people don't like to talk about it, but I'm okay with talking about it.
Because where there's good, there's bad. Where there's light, there's dark. So you can't have one without the other.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And that's how I see it. I could go a little bit deeper, but I don't want people to be like, "Ooh, she's really like a hippie
She's
child.
a witch. She's the devil."
Yeah, I don't want nobody to think that.
Oh my god! Speaking of, so when me and Kenny went to Mayor Island a few years ago, I found this apothecary, the coolest store downtown Amelia Island. It was an apothecary shop which sold like herbs and all that and healing medicines, and then it was also a tattoo shop, and it was owned by women.
Oh,
So they had a book in there that talked about like the Salem witch trials and all that stuff. And you know, I've been booking. So I was reading the book, walking around school, and my principal was like, "Oh, what's that you reading?" And I was like, "Oh, it's about witches." It's about witches. She was probably like, "I cast this demon out of my school."
But yes, got closer to God. I mean, I've always been close to God. Let me clear that up fairly quickly. I've always been a very spiritual person, even as a young girl. I've always been, but my connection deepened further to the point that I broke cycles with certain things. Will not name the cycle, but I broke cycles with certain things. Um, and I've been going very strong with being committed to myself and the connection I made to God. Um,
Well, speaking of like breaking cycles, what can, as a child who grew up with having parents who had to co-parent, is that one of the things that you were speaking about, like breaking generational?
yes. So my co-parenting relationship, as some of you may know, I may not know, my daughter is not from my fiance. She is from a previous relationship. Um, I had known her father since I was in high school.
And I knew him since I was 6.
Yeah, so
Ocala
there's that.
is this
Very small, very small.
because I known him since 5th grade.
It's a small world, y'all. I would say that I feel like we've grown a lot in our co-parenting relationship. Just like any other co-parenting relationship, you have your ups and you have your downs. Obviously, we had to navigate those, and it took a lot of time, a lot of tough conversations, a lot of emotions.
Oh
Just
my
being
god!
real.
But I'm so proud of you.
Oh God. That one out of all like things that I had to grow from, that was probably my biggest one, truthfully.
Yeah,
It was hard.
the Talia that you were when you came home with that baby
Oof,
is not in any way, shape, or form the Talia that you are
today.
today.
Oh, hands down.
Yeah.
That Talia, she was young. She had thought she knew what life was. And then life humbled her fairly quickly
Quick.
and educated her at the same time.
Yeah.
And
Every mistake in life is a lesson learned.
ooh, absolutely.
Not saying my baby's a mistake.
Oh no.
But
We live and we learn in this thing called life. I'm a firm believer in that. And I have to say, I've had our challenges in our co-parenting relationship. Again, anyone that has to co-parent, you know what those challenges looks like. Yeah. Sometimes that's communication. Sometimes that's boundaries, respecting each other. Sometimes that's trust, and that can be very hard. But I have to say that we have really grown. We've gotten to a point where now I feel that we respect each other on a better level. We understand each other. We understand that at the end of the day, it's not about us. It's about the child. So
I think that you came to that realization. You can correct me if I'm wrong. When I had to tell you, I had to sit you down and I had to say, Talia, you have to lower your expectations
mm,
of that he's going to or they are going to uphold the same exact standards that you do in your house, because how they run their house is different than how you run your house.
ooh, and she's not lying, y'all. She is not lying. Truthfully, that was one of my opening moments, and I think you had said that to me a couple times before it really, really registered. And I'm like, dang.
But I think that's because also too, friend, you would be like, oh my god, he didn't put her socks back in the bag. He didn't put her socks in the bag. I've had it. I'm done. I'm like, Talia, like, Brandy, she had dirt on her face. She's playing on the dirt. Well, she's from the country. I don't know what to tell you. So it's like I think you had to step out of that and be like, okay, she's she comes back healthy.
Yeah.
She comes back happy.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, granted, the transition, I feel like the hardest part whenever I talk to you on like Monday mornings and stuff, the hardest part is always having to just get her reacclimated back to your.
Let me tell you, God Himself had to really help me understand that. That is the hardest part of it. Is getting her back in the routine that we have set in our house. That was my biggest part that I had to really grow and was my biggest challenge. And I can speak from personal experience because I lived with my dad and my stepmom, and I would go to my mother's every other weekend. And truth be told, because I can be honest, I was a lot like that.
What?
Where when I would get back in my household with my dad and my stepmom,
Oh,
I would give them the business. I'm gonna just be honest. I'm gonna be transparent. And I remember actually having a conversation with you, and then I had one with my dad, and I had one with my stepmom, and I was explaining how I was feeling, and they're like, Talia, you preaching to the choir.
yeah.
You speaking like you don't understand. And I'm like, okay, fair. Yeah, you're right. So that was just a challenge that I had to look within. Lots of prayer. Lots of prayer, lots of truthful
Long conversations.
that in therapy.
Therapy.
My therapist has really helped me. Yes, I'm a firm advocate for therapy. Get help if you need the help. There's nothing wrong with doing it. I am not shy about saying that I am in therapy. Therapy has literally changed my perspective of thinking from how I operate in my co-parenting relationships to how I operate just in any relationship in general. So lots of different challenges.
Therapy helps, and anybody who said they don't need therapy is a liar.
Mm,
Everybody needs therapy. Everybody's trauma is different. You don't have to be beaten, battered, and broken to go to therapy.
oh,
You don't.
sometimes it could be just to teach you how to communicate with people.
Just to get you back on the right track. Just to help you talk through what's going on in your brain. And it might not be somebody that you might not want to tell everybody your business. You might not have a best friend that you can call and talk to, but there is somebody out there who is willing to listen to you.
Oh, absolutely. And I think the best part about therapy, at least for me, is this is an individual that may not even know you and is very capable of letting you know when you're right and when you're wrong.
And don't care about it.
Mm-hmm. And I have to say, I love my therapist for that reason. She is a woman because, that's my preference. Obviously, find your own preference.
No man, and I don't want a man therapist because can't no man tell me about nobody that has bled out of their hooch and nobody that has not pushed the baby out of their vagina cannot tell me how to be a woman and function. I don't care. I said what I said, and it is what it is.
Fair. Everyone's different.
Everybody's different. That was a little harsh.
No, I truthfully don't even think it was harsh. That's just the truth. Everyone is different. Everyone has their preference. My preference is to talk with a woman as my therapist, and I love her, and I think she's awesome. She's really, really helped me to learn how to let go of things, and I continue to understand who I am, which helped me when I made my new transition into my new role at my new job. I work at the Villages Charter School, the Autism Center. It has been an experience and a journey. Okay, let me just say it that way. I originally started out there as an RBT. as you know, that's my number one love. I love me some behaviors, okay? I love.
I can't believe you wanted to be a nurse.
Everyone says that too, because that's originally where I was going, and then I don't know, I just fell more in love with it. I love me a good behavior, and this gonna sound crazy, and people gonna think I'm cuckoo.
I love getting hit.
Ooh, I was about to say I love when they saying bad words.
I love when they cussing me out.
Ooh, when they cussing me out, I love it. Please tell me more. I love it. Now, y'all, please don't think we crazy. It's the behavior side of us, okay? But it really is.
It's the seeing them go from calling you N-word, hard R, B, all this, to seeing them literally slowly work that down. And that is such a special skill to have, because everybody does not have that patience.
Ooh, you can say that again. I've watched people come into the field and leave the field like it's water, truthfully. And then I've watched awesome people that leave after years of experience, which, yes,
I had to leave.
And it still makes me sad to think about it, that she did have to leave, only because I only got into this field because of you. That's originally why I stepped into it. So every time I think about it,
I've seen it. You were working at the phlebotomy. You were doing
listen, that was my job. Okay, I could stick a good vein. Okay,
yeah. We were working for the devil. We were working for Satan herself. We were in a cult, guys. Fun fact. Fun fact. We were in a cult. That's another episode for another day. But we were actually, I wouldn't consider the second devil that we worked for a cult. But that first one, she definitely was a cult leader full time. Being a behavior analyst was her part time. Swear to God.
And she said nothing but the truth and the whole truth.
But we were working for her. I was working for her at the time. And that's when she was like, oh my God, yes, bring your friends, bring everybody so we can commit our fraud and continue to launder our money. Bring all your friends. And so that's what I did.
And it's 4 years now. 4 years later, your girl is still in this field. And I have to say, it is definitely the best decision I've made.
Yeah.
Even with this transition into this new role, I'm now an aftercare coordinator, and I love the position. Okay, like I love the experience that I'm getting, because currently, I'm deemed an admin or supervisor. I have 4 women currently under my supervision that I train, I guide, I support, speak love and life into, and it's taught me so much. Yeah. I have to say, the biggest challenge in the role is recently I had to make a schedule. Oh, Jesus. To all the people that have to write schedules and make them, God made you special, okay? Oh, you do?
Oh my God, I love it.
Okay, well, I need her to remember that when I'm stressing, because I gotta make another
when the devil that I was referring to put me and homegirl over all those people, that was our favorite part of the job.
Really?
Swear to you. Aside from being punched in the face by toddlers. Yes. That was my favorite part.
Well, if that's the case, I'm gonna need you to remember that, because I can do it and I got it done.
It's like a puzzle to me, like to write out 4 people's names and then to boop, 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 and then find their breaks and wherever. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. Yeah. That is what I did actually before I left the school board when I was working at Bellevue. Wait, Vincent, can you do me a favor? Never mind, we'll do it. What? I just want the bottle of wine out of the fridge.
Oh, wait, come back.
He's gone. It's fine. For those of y'all who don't know, I was working at my kid's school up until recently.
Yeah.
I have stalked and followed these kids since I worked for the devil, and she told me I could bring all my kids so that way I didn't have to pay for school and daycare, which at the time was a phenomenal
Hey, that sounds like a cookie cake deal, okay?
I think now, I literally am just realizing this as I sit here, I think that is what prompted me to continue to work at the schools that they went to after, because seeing how people's children were treated and then seeing the lies that they were told at pickup. Oh, ma'am, no, your baby had a great day. No, he didn't. He put 3 holes in the wall.
You know what?
Like,
I gotta double down on that, because
we jacked him up, but we're not gonna tell you about that, and we're not gonna put it in the Medicaid notes because they're not gonna give us no money.
She didn't do that, okay? That was not specifically her.
Her ex-husband.
You see how she I love it so much.
Well, he did, but
well, I don't think you're wrong. Yeah. I think we both did that though.
Yes, after seeing that, I'm like, no, not mine, not the kids that God gifted me.
Mm-hmm. The devil need to try somewhere else.
Yeah, but honest to God, this past school year was probably the heaviest year I've worked with children in my life.
Yeah.
I was falling asleep in the bathtub after work. I was dead dog tired. Like, heaven had literally tell me, like, get out of the bath, you're gonna drown. Wake up, let's go. And this was like multiple occasions I was falling asleep in the tub. So what happened was the school that I was working at, they just had got 2 autistic units, and I had left before I went back to the school, and I was working with Celia for this new in-home ABA therapy company.
Yes, I loved it so much.
And he wasn't the devil. He was just nuts. He was just crazy. He didn't have everything together. He was not organized.
And we don't like that.
Sorry. No, because I need my money on time. That's one thing about me. I need my money on time. And so I just couldn't deal with that. I was like, I need something that's consistent. I need something that if I go to work and all these kids gone, I still get paid for showing up. Yes. I need that security. So I put in my 2 weeks note. I put in my notice, and I think it was 2 weeks to the day. I emailed the principal and I was like, nah, bro, I changed my mind. Like, I was just playing. Hire me back.
I remember that because that's. Well, it might have been a little longer, but that's truthfully how
I was working for him for a little longer, yes, but I put in the notice after I had already started working for him for like 2 weeks or so. Mm-hmm. So then I did that, and I went back to the school because they had just got these autistic ASD units, is what they were called, which was 2 ASD classes, and you need the proper people in place. And with these budget cuts that the Board of Education is doing, we did not have that. I was running after kids every single day. I was chasing them down, and it's not like, oh, people could be like, oh, well, it's not your job description, but what is in my job description is to get them home safely. And if I have to do that by any means necessary, I'm going to have to run to chase these kids. I was sprinting. People were telling me, Duncan, I didn't know you was that fast. Yes, fat, fast, and fabulous, baby. They didn't know fat, fast, and fabulous, because I was chasing after these kids. I think I had lost from the start of the school year in August, the time that I had quit, I had lost 22 pounds because I was not eating, I was not drinking, and I was running to chase the kids, and I was also exercising after school. Yep. I had lost 22 pounds. And I mean, I was happy, but at the same time, I didn't do it healthily. It was too much.
That was more of a stress version.
It was definitely very, very stressful.
And when you stress and lose weight, I'm here to tell you from personal experience, because I did after my previous relationship, that's how I lost a lot of weight. Is stress.
Yeah. Oh my God, I remember it.
I was so skinny. My gosh. Don't even say it. I wish we could show pictures to like really show. Because I really was. I looked at a picture of me the other day. I was so skinny that like you could see my collarbones.
All your bones.
And I'm gonna just say it because this is how I say it, but my husband, because that's what he's gonna be, but my husband, he hated it. He really did. I remember him telling me, like, Talia, you look sick.
Well, like, I couldn't stand him during that time, so I didn't want to talk about him. I was ready to break up with him at that time, so it's okay.
But yeah, it's not healthy for us, but healthy. I can understand. I feel like that time for you was also, I think that was around the same time I was starting to like slowly start experiencing stuff in my own job. Like in the job that I'm at, I was starting to like have moments where I was at at the end of getting my bachelor's.
Yeah.
And I got to my last semester and I was like, man, and truth be told, I questioned myself a lot. I remember talking to you about it. I remember talking to Vincent about it. I talked to God heavily about it, but I can relate with you, especially because I worked at a school prior where my daughter went there, and I was supporting kids that, they come from different backgrounds. And when you work in schools that just don't have the funding, it's so hard. It takes a toll on you. And I feel like for us as women, it affects our mental, but it affects our cortisol levels. For all of the women that do not know what that is, I highly, highly, highly recommend for you to look it up. Do you know how important that is in our bodies?
Yeah, stress is a killer.
And I would know this year I had my 2 episodes. My one where I went to the hospital.
Yeah, I had that one. I didn't go to the hospital, but I definitely had that one when I was actually babysitting Naomi. It was really scary.
There's nothing to play around with. Take care of your body. Take care of your body. Take care of your body.
And then after that, I found me a $20 elliptical. Been killing it.
Yeah.
After leaving the school board, I was just done, and that's when I started working with my aunties, and essentially working from home, working not for myself, but working for them. Being able to pour more into my children.
Yes.
Being able to just do more, potentially homeschool them. Gonna homeschool them over the summer. And just do stuff like that. I also babysit, so like I think I told you the other day when you was going through it, and I was like, you prayed to be where you are now.
Yep.
So don't worry about all the stress that's going on right now, because it's just going to deter you from your tomorrow.
Yes.
So you just gotta continue to be grateful for where you are in that moment. And that's not saying every time you pull out the drive-thru and got your food, be thankful, but it's just like, be thankful for the small things. Be thankful for, because literally, like, you were praying to be on a farm and you got goats outside.
Yes.
You
I
know?
love my goats. I feel like for the both of us, we've had in the past 3 years where we've had to remind ourselves of that. If that is reminding ourselves individually or together, that's phone calls, sometimes text messages. Sometimes I feel like we just do it for ourselves and then we end up just having conversations about it.
Oh my God. And those phone calls are always the hardest. The ones where we're upset and the other person's trying to be like, it's okay, calm down. Because I'd be like, please shut up.
And I'm the positive one.
Let me be upset. Kenny pissed me off. Let me be mad. Don't tell me he's a good husband.
Calm down. Take deep breaths. Write about it. Think about it. That's me. Now, granted, even though I am that person, sometimes I'm her and she is me. Let's just be honest. I feel like we switch roles at times, but I feel like in the past 3 years we've experienced a lot of different things. So then, my question would be for you, with us talking about this: how do you think motherhood in the past 3 years has shaped like you and who you are as an individual?
So I've always been a person, as my mama, as my daddy, as anybody in my family, I've always been a person to not care. Like, I feel like the subtle art. Have you ever seen that book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving Up?
No, but I want to read that.
It's a book. I've never read it, but I'm pretty sure it's based on my life, because I just genuinely do not care.
That's fair.
And I think being a mom just heightened that. Life is too short to be worried about me putting on jeans and a t-shirt and a bra to go to Walmart. If I need to stop at Walmart, I'm gonna go with these titties sagging, and I might have a bonnet on, and it is what it is at the end of the day. Because I think I just had. You don't walk in my shoes. I don't walk in your shoes. I don't pay your bills. You don't pay my bills. So nobody really should be worried at all about what the next person is doing. It's not directly affecting you. So you can't cry over spilt milk, especially if the spilt milk isn't yours.
You know what? And wholeheartedly, truth be told, I don't feel like I am anymore. I was the opposite of that. I was the one in this friendship that was like, oh my God, they're going to think this about me. And now,
oh gosh, yes.
Yes, and we know that now, where I am after 3 years, because I got into therapy at 23. So 3 years now, after 3 years of therapy, I've now come to the point where I am unapologetically not caring, not people pleasing. If I don't want to go somewhere, I'm not going. I'm sorry.
I am not going.
Truthfully, let me take that back. I'm really not sorry. I'm just not going.
I am choosing alignment over people pleasing. I have to continue to align myself with the purpose that God has placed on my life.
Yes.
And anybody else who I feel like, whether their opinion is good or bad, if I feel like you are deterring me off of that path, then you have to go.
Cut them ties.
Respectfully, I just think I'm at a place in life, and I feel like you are as well, where if there's an event that we don't want to go to, and it could be a family event, it could be a backyard barbecue, you could be inviting me to your house to drink water. If I don't want to go, I'm not going, and I don't have to go, and that's okay. It is okay for me to say no, I don't want to go. There has been many a times, and I told her this recently, and I don't know if you was offended or not, but it is. Here's what it is. I said, There are times when Kenny would ask me like, "Do you want to go over to Talia and Vincent's?" And I would just be like,
No.
"No."
And she not lying, because I'm gonna give T just a little piece. There was a time that her husband came over here, and I was like, where's my friend? Why you came to my house without my friend? She said she didn't want to come. What you mean? She said she didn't want to come. She don't want to come to my house. You know, but that's me just joking, because as someone that is also in that same era now, I understand.
But I honestly feel like I learned it from you because we both were people pleasers, and
Yes.
with you going to school and you be like, "No, I can't do anything with you because I have class tonight," I would be like, "I just want you to go to the store. Just go to Walmart with me. Like, can't have class." Like,
now that's so funny that you say that, because one of the things I learned the most is how to say no. And was it easy?
mm-mm.
I lost friends.
You feel like everybody's gonna hate you.
I lost family members over that during my schooling.
Yeah.
You would be surprised when I say I had no problem telling somebody I got homework. And if I did come, you better hope I don't got that laptop with me in my bag, because guess what? You go get my attention.
You come to plenty of barbecues with your computer.
And I have. I've come to their house a couple times. All right, yep, I got an hour. And then the rest of the time I'm here, I'm about to be locked in. And in the end, I'm sorry, some people didn't like it, but that degree sitting over there on that mantle.
My thing is, though, to the people who respect where you're trying to go with your life, will take the "I can't" right now. They'll respect the "I can't" today. They'll respect the "maybe" later, because they know that they know where you're trying to go. They know that you have a goal. The people who took it as selfish, not saying that they had ulterior motives. That's not the word, but I just feel like maybe they didn't see what you've seen in yourself. You know,
Fair.
I think that maybe that's why I didn't take it personal. Is because I seen you at your lowest of your low, and I knew where you seen yourself going. Fair. So like, I felt like, who am I to be like, all right, I don't want to be her friend because she want to go to school, you know?
But I don't know. I feel like we really have, in that aspect, both grown. Mm-hmm. I'm still learning. I think the biggest thing that I've learned about that is how to also still do that if it's family. That's where it can get a little tricky. At least for me.
Not for me.
And she not lying. Now, granted, it's not for all.
It's not, and it's not easy.
It's not an easy thing, but where I am at now, and my husband can attest to it, like who I am right now in this moment, now I can. Now I'll show up. Like if I truly can, I will show up. I'll be there. But if I'm not able to, or truthfully, if I'm just not in that mood to be around people or energy, because I am a empath. I strongly believe that I am. It's a part of my spiritual journey, which means I am very sensitive to people's energies. And if I feel like your energy is not giving me good energy,
you gotta go.
I am not gonna be around you. I'm sorry, and I don't care who you are.
Kendrick Lamar said in his song, he said, "I'll cut my granny off if she don't see it how I see it." Baby Carrie, I love you, but you gotta go. Got to go. I'm just kidding. I love her.
Exactly.
I do. I love her. Because me and Carrie don't bump some heads, honey. But I love her.
That's a part of life too.
It is.
I feel like we all have. I've had my moments. You've had yours. With people we love. Shoot, it could be between the two of us. I feel like it's just who you are as an individual and as an adult. If you can move past those things, there's that part of it. But not everybody can. So there's that.
And if you can't, the show has to go on.
Yes,
the train will keep rolling. It can't stop.
Chugga, chugga, choo.
Got to. But I mean, I think that's really it for my life. I mean, other than us bringing the podcast back, which I'm so excited about. I'm so excited. I feel like we know um a few podcasters that we would like to collab with.
Yeah, we do.
I think there are a bunch of moms that we would like to have come and sit on the couch and drink wine and talk to us, because as moms, there's so many different moms. Like there's the homeschool moms, the working moms, the single moms, the co-parenting moms, the step moms, the bonus moms, whatever you want to call it, foster moms. There's so many different moms grandmamas. There's so many different that people that have perspectives on what motherhood is and what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just a safe space for everybody to come here and be like, I'm tired of being a mama today.
Just be you, and that's the space that we're creating. Like, I'm Talia, and this is Brandy. Okay, in this moment, we're just being our true selves and sharing what that looks like for us.
Yeah.
So, but before we close off, um, if we could have 3 goals for our podcast.
Oh,
Ooh.
my hands started sweating. I wish y'all could see the water pouring from my hands.
I can go first if you want.
Oh my god, okay, go first. We didn't
Okay.
even discuss
So my first one would be to grow our following. I want to reach, like you said, all types of moms. I want moms to feel heard, seen, valued, respected, and know that this is a safe space, because I feel like there's not a lot of true, authentic safe spaces.
Yeah.
And I want it to be all types of moms, young, old, middle
It's
aged.
okay for you to say I don't like them kids today. It's okay. Because I don't like mine every other day. I'm
It's
just kidding.
it's okay for you to be like, man, and this is just a random name because I'm not gonna say my baby, but Lil Randy is driving me batch crazy,
Yeah.
and I just need him to be quiet, or just need him to shut the up. You know what I'm saying when I say that. That's okay, because we're human, and I feel like all of us mothers can relate to that. We all have a moment where we have probably closed our door. We're like, Lord, help me get it together. Right? Help me get it together. But I want us to grow our followers. My second one would be, I want us to collaborate with a lot of podcasters. And I don't want it to necessarily be just moms. I have a couple in mind that I've seen, and I've been watching their podcasts, and I'm like,
We've been
okay,
watching y'all.
I like your topics. Ooh,
Yeah.
you like to deep
So,
dive.
I don't know when it was. I'll have to look back, and it doesn't even matter when it was. But I know we talked about, and we started getting all this stuff together. I want to say maybe March, end of February, early March. I feel like.
Yep.
Um, and so then when I seen everybody else popping out with their stuff, I was like, Talia, it's time. Was it Mariah Carey thing saying?
Yeah.
And it felt just nice. It felt nice that like people that we know are doing the same thing but in a different way. Different content, different conversations.
Some of them, smooth conversations, and then some are, oh, ooh, yeah. Okay, we're peeling that mask back.
When he talking about that boy with his booty.
What? I want to hear that one. No, I'm talking about one where I was actually on my anniversary trip when I saw it, where they were talking about a podcaster in another state that walked up to a man, I think outside of a courthouse or something, and like he was trying to provoke him and ended up shooting himself in the dude. Yeah, listen, I'm all for like the deep conversations, and that's what I want. I want to collaborate with other podcasters, and I want to talk about the real. I feel like we don't have enough conversations that talk about the stuff that's going on right now.
Right now.
Like, I know we all got opinions. Great one that I would love for us to deep dive. The show that was just on Netflix, The Crash. Let me put my cup down. I have so much to say about that, and I would love to collaborate with others to be like, all right, come on, give me your insight. What would you think and what would you do?
Yeah.
With no type of judgment, because we're all gonna agree to disagree.
I want all the judgment. I want us to flip the table. I'm just kidding.
Oh, so you wanna? No, she wanna be a Jada Pinkett Smith, Red Table Talk.
I just want everybody to be real. Opinions are like buttholes. Everybody have one. Some are cleaner than others. But
okay, I like that.
You know what
are
I'm
like
saying?
buttholes. Okay, fair.
Yeah.
I like that.
What was that? 2? You got one more?
One more. My last one would be to create an authentic space. Meaning, I believe in the real, like we were talking about. I believe in us being honest. I want us to talk about the hard things, because there's a lot of stuff that's going on in our world that is affecting mothers, affecting children, affecting LGBT community, affecting, people of different ethnicities.
Yes.
And no one's really diving into those topics. I feel like we're a little scared to talk about them. And I feel like the space that we can create it as a space where we're not going to be rude, we're not going to be disrespectful, we're not going to talk somebody, but we're going to be real. We're going to share our opinions on it as mothers, as women, Black women, women in general. So I want a space that's authentic. I want it real. I want to have people on the couch, on the podcast that are like, I want to come back. I want to share more
I want
topics.
to get drunk with them.
I want to tell a friend to tell a friend. That's what I want. So those are my goals for us.
I think ours are very similar. My first one would be definitely to gain a following.
Yes.
I think the second one would be to just break the stigma around what motherhood should look like, sound like, talk like, walk like, feel like, what type of mother you should be, shouldn't be. Just be you and raise them kids. Make sure those kids are happy, healthy, and fed, and then you could be yourself.
Agreed.
I
like that one.
Yeah, I just want to make sure. I mean, I guess it goes the same. I just want to make sure that it's a safe space for people to just come and just offer their opinions as well as listen and respect others.
I like that. I think those are really good goals. Hey, that's 6 goals total. And I mean, I feel like we're in a good space where we can. Obviously, yes, we're mothers, wives, significant others. We have things going on in life, but I feel like between those 6 goals, they're more than capable of being accomplished.
Being a significant other is the hardest one of them all. I'm just kidding. I love him.
I mean, I love mine too.
I mean, they are like the fourth and second child.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh my God! Speaking of, they was riding dirt bikes the other day.
Yeah, I know. That big old kid. What?
Yeah, we'll talk about that off camera. I won't play his business.
Oh my God, they're like big kids. That's all they are.
Kids. But thank everybody who came and popped in and listened for the live.
Yes,
this is our first live. It definitely won't be the last live.
That's the truth.
Yeah, we will upload all of our socials. We'll update everything on the page. And then make sure you like, share, again, tell a friend and tell a friend and tell her mama to follow.
Auntie.
Tell everybody.
That part.
Put it in the group chat.
Yes, because the next episode, should we give them a teaser?
I don't know. I think they should wait.
Listen, I feel like our next episode is a great follower of our relaunch. And if you didn't sit or listen or watch or follow or share this one, I definitely highly recommend the second one for sure. But like she said, this is not going to be our last live. So much more to come for our podcast. We are very excited for what we have planned, and we hope that you're excited. And if you're not, that's okay. Keep your opinion to yourself, because truthfully, we don't care about it.
But you can still watch, because every view counts. So I don't care if you don't like us. Just to watch.
That part.
Put it on mute. Put it down. Go take a poop. I don't care. But thank you for watching The Secret Life of Moms. This is Brandy and Talia. We're signing out because I gotta pee.
That part.